even to an unknown destination. However, on speaking to the CID spokesperson this morning, that is Charles Twine, he has said that they do not know the whereabouts of the detained MP for Makindye West, that is Allan Ssewanyana. According to Charles Twine, he says that they are just hearing of the information on the news, just like any other ordinary Ugandan is hearing. And he says that they are still investigating on his arrest. And he says once they know where he's being captured, they'll be able to give us a comment. Some information on the MP, Makindye West MP, Allan Ssewanyana, if you know of his whereabouts, because we are receiving reports that he has been detained at the SIU headquarters in Chireka.
Information of his arrest, and I'm saying I'm also watching it on social media, but I'm going to find out if he's with the gas of course later I will let you know.
Okay. Earlier on, we had received reports that he's being held at the Special Investigations Department there in Chireka. But according to Twine, he says that they do not have any such information of Ssewanyana being held at the SIU headquarters. And now we also spoke to Joel Ssewanyana, the spokesperson for the National Unity Platform, to give us an update on if they know where their MP is currently being held. Allan Ssewanyana, we've just spoken to the CID and they say they do not know of his whereabouts. You as NUP, do you know where he is and why he was rearrested yesterday?
Two things. So if the CID says they don't know where he is, two things. Either they are just being pretentious, or as usual there's confusion between these security agencies, because it is obvious he's with security agencies. Yesterday I saw the information minister Chris Barimusi on TV saying he is with security. So either CID is confused like they usually are, together with all the other sister agencies. They don't know who has who and so on. They're not coordinated. Confusion kabisa. But look, this mafia style of operating by Mr. Museveni's government, these guys think they are still rebels in the bush. They forget they captured power and they must behave like civilized people, but they still have this bush mentality in their heads. So they do things in a very confused manner, no respect for the rule of law, because these guys were granted bail by court. Okay, and as Ssewanyana was getting out of prison, Kigo prison, they arrested him in a rebel-like, mafia-like style. Very disturbing images, because if you think that somebody has committed an offense, what does the law say? How do you operate?
So,
but they keep doing these things because that's who they are. You know, when somebody has habits that they grow up with, it becomes difficult to get them out of their system when they are home. So these guys are bushmen. They are barbaric in their operations. They don't know any other civilized way of doing things.
So and during his arrest, did they say why he was being arrested or where he has been taken, and what is the way forward for you as
NUP? He was kidnapped. You know, so you saw the manner in which the videos have been spreading all over. He was literally kidnapped. By who? Nobody knows. Because if police, CID, and all those confused people don't know where he is, either they are pretending or they are just confused. There's no coordination between all of them. So anyhow, at least what's clear is that the state is holding on to him. And with our lawyers, the lawyers are continuing to pursue. You know, it's very disturbing, you know. We try and follow the law, but then you're operating with bush people who don't know anything about.
And that is Joel Ssewanyana responding to the NUP on behalf of Ssewanyana. Yesterday, his lawyer Arias Lukwago and Shamim Malende said that his kidnap renders the court's directive that he should be released on bail insignificant. And he says that he was granted a bail, a cash bail, after presenting his sureties, who all were bonded 100 million each, and the cash bail was about 20 million shillings, and he was released from prison. So that's a case that is being followed up on, and a story we will be giving you in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, the government has committed 48 billion shillings to enable learners access study materials from home. According to the Minister of State for Higher Education, John Chrysostom Munyingo, he told MPs on the government's assurance committee that 45 or 48.5 billion shillings will procure home study materials for learners in primary 1 to primary 4 and senior 5 to senior 6 who had been left out of earlier programs.
In implementation of continuity of learning through radio lessons, our ministry thought to procure 9 million radio sets at an estimated cost of 342 million Uganda shillings to be distributed to homesteads with school-going children. However, Chair, the 10th...
Yes, Munyingo says that some of these study materials will help the learners to get the basics that they require as the government plans on opening schools next year in January.
International news.
On the international scene, Zambia's finance minister says talks with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, are very progressive. The minister said that the timelines and steps being taken to advance process of highly anticipated extended credit facility for most of the people in the country is ongoing, and they believe that people in Zimbabwe will be well off soon. Meanwhile, 3 suspects behind the abduction of more than 100 students in the Nigerian state of Kaduna have been arrested. They are among 50 suspects believed to be members of different gangs operating in the northern western part of the country and also the central part of Nigeria.
Forex rates, sponsored by
Glovo. Order anything, we deliver in minutes.
US dollar buys at 3,481, sells at 3,600. Pound sterling buys at 4,705, sells at 4,885. Kenya shillings buys at 30.7, sells at 32.7. The euro buys at 4,029, sells at 4,004.
COVID-19 stories on Galaxy FM in partnership with MasterCard Foundation.
Ana ebino bitegeeza ki nga tetukyesobola kati labayo nze nina family n'abaana basatu leka mukyala wange waka emugamba ngezo kunona kyakulya nga boda obusente oba wakabufuna abasirikale nga babukujjako obudde oba bwakawera we tukolera mu sente nga tesiboda bazigala tulina nawe oyita tulina wano bakutayiza wali bakutayiza obudde bwakafi bwatufuukira obudde bwakafi tetukyesobola bannaye tetukyasobola kubeeza ku famire zaffe olamu nga bututamye bannaye kiki kino tutuuseewa naye mutuyambe mutugule naye mutuyambe mutugule Museveni.
COVID-19 stories on Galaxy FM in partnership with MasterCard Foundation.
And that's how we end this bulletin. I am Pamela. Good morning.
Hot on the heels.
Agagwira War was sponsored by Get MTN Central Points when you deposit, send or withdraw MTN mobile money.